Are you prepared to face the unexpected in your retirement journey? Curious about how much control you really have over Social Security, pension, taxes? Want to know how you can aim for the 0% tax bracket and keep more of your hard-earned money? Hello, I'm Jason Bergquist. I'm the owner and founder of retirementofyourdreams.com. And today I'm excited to bring you strategic retirement planning, taking control with the right money plan. Part 2 of our 3-part series on creating a money plan for the retirement of your dreams. This series is not just another set of videos. It's a valuable resource designed to empower you with the insights and tools you need to confidently navigate your retirement journey. In this video, we'll explore some of the critical components necessary to create the retirement strategy that aligns with your goals and financial security. In part 2, we'll cover 3 essential areas. 1, what we can and can't control. We'll discuss the aspects of your retirement plan within your control and identify factors beyond it. This clarity will help you focus on actionable steps. 2, understanding Social Security and pensions. We'll review the elements of Social Security and pensions, highlighting what's controllable and what isn't so you make informed decisions. 3, achieving the 0% tax bracket. Finally, we'll dive into tax strategies, focusing on how to work towards a 0% tax bracket in retirement and take advantage of potential tax savings. If you missed part 1, click below to get caught up. Throughout this series, you'll receive practical insights and expert advice on how you can immediately apply these items to your retirement planning today, empowering you to build a fulfilling retirement. Whether you're just starting your retirement planning journey or looking to refine your current strategy, this series is tailored for you. Join us as we embark on this important journey together. The retirement of your dreams awaits you. Let's work together to make it a reality. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself if we haven't met before. I'm Jason Bergquist. I've dedicated over 2 decades of empowering individuals and families to create the retirement of their dreams, navigating through the ups and downs of the markets. My mission is to educate, empower people, and show them how to design a retirement that brings both security and peace of mind. I discovered this calling in 2010 during a tough personal period, facing financial challenges amid a divorce. It was then I realized I wasn't practicing what I preached. That's when I committed to align my financial strategies with my values, becoming an independent financial professional and a certified financial fiduciary. This dedication ensures that my clients always receive guidance and that prioritizes their best interests. Now, I work with a team of experts committed to helping you achieve the retirement of your dreams. So let's dive into video 2 of our 3-part series, Strategic Retirement Planning, taking control with the right money plan. Let's dive into the details. Strategic planning, taking control of the money plan. Number 1, understanding what we can and can't control. In previous videos, I shared a story of Bob and Karen. Their experience provides valuable perspective on managing both the controllable and the uncontrollable aspects in retirement planning. When I first met with Bob and Karen, let's say it was in June, we discussed their retirement plans and the timing of certain decisions. Karen had already retired. She was already receiving the Social Security, so we focused on Bob's retirement. In our discussions, we centered on how they would sustain their lifestyle once Bob no longer received his W-2 income. Bob had multiple sources of support for their retirement. He had an employer-sponsored plan, a state plan, and even unused vacation days that would pay out. Bob's plan was to retire the following April after having surgery in February. This timing allowed him to take advantage of his employer-sponsored health insurance, which would cover the surgery costs he'd no longer have in retirement. However, as we were preparing for his planned retirement in April, I received a heart-wrenching call in November that would completely change their plans. It was Karen on the phone, and she was calling to tell me the heartbreaking news. Bob had just been in a car accident and passed away. This experience underscored the fundamental truth. There are things in life we simply cannot control. We all know that. Events like this are unpredictable and devastating. However, in this tragic moment, there was a small silver lining. We'd already crafted a solid financial plan for Karen and Bob. The parts of their future that we could control were already in place. When Karen reached out, she didn't have to make immediate, difficult financial decisions amidst her grief. Because we had prepared for this, she knew the steps were already laid out and she could take comfort in knowing her financial future was secure. We could take our time revising the plan, adjusting to the new reality without rushing or making impulsive decisions. This gave her the freedom to grieve without the added pressures of immediate financial concerns. This story emphasizes the importance of working with a retirement of your dreams expert to ensure that, as much as possible, we prepare for the unexpected. We want to help you answer essential questions like, what aspects of your future can you control? What elements lie beyond your control? How we can create the best plan to manage both. Reach out to us and let us walk you through this process. Together, we'll build a retirement plan that provides stability and peace of mind, no matter what life may bring you. Number 2, reviewing Social Security and pensions, understanding what we can control and what's out of our control. Once again, when it comes to retirement, there are aspects we can control and others that are beyond our influence. So let's explore these elements, and specifically within Social Security and pensions, starting with Social Security. While we can't control the percentage or amount determined by government policies, there are some aspects within our reach. We can make decisions about how much income we earn throughout our career, how long we choose to work and contribute to Social Security, and when we start receiving those Social Security benefits, which can impact the monthly amount. These choices allow some control over our Social Security, but the set percentages and formulas used by the government remain outside of our control. It is essential to have a strategic conversation about when the best time is to activate your Social Security benefits. And while we don't dive too deeply into it here, we'll also discuss strategies potential for receiving your Social Security tax-free when we meet one-on-one. Now, let's look at pensions. Pensions have a wide variety depending on your employer and the plan and their specifics. So it's best to sit down with a retirement of your dreams expert for a personalized discussion. We can review your pension plan and explore what options are available to you. Let me share a couple of real-life examples from my clients. Let's look at Pam and Karen. When I first met with Pam, she mentioned that she had a pension. As we went through her financial details over a few months, I noticed some unusual things. I asked her, it doesn't seem like your pension has increased over the past few years. Is that correct? She confirmed, saying, oh yes, I forgot. They froze our pension a few years back. This meant that while she was still working, her pension was no longer growing. I explained, if your pension isn't going to increase, we need to look at options to put that money in somewhere else where we can experience some growth. We discussed moving her pension into a guaranteed income stream for her future, allowing her more control and potential growth until she's ready to rely on it. Pam had been unaware of the freeze on her pension until our conversation, or just finally remembered. By examining her finances together, we identified an opportunity to improve her retirement security. Karen's situation was a bit different. She works for a large organization that offers a pension, but her circumstances and choices differ. So we tailored our advice accordingly. In both cases, working with an expert allowed them to make informed decisions and choices about their pensions, turning something uncertain into a part of their retirement they could count on. Karen had been with a company long enough to qualify for their pension plan. As we talked about her retirement and possible income sources, she shared a big worry. Karen was afraid that her company might not be able to keep making those payments in her future. Even when she planned to retire and start using that pension, she feared that those payments may stop or not always be there for her. While pensions are often considered guaranteed income for life, there are unfortunate stories of pensions going bankrupt, cutting payments, or changing the rules. Karen had heard these stories and didn't fully trust her company to keep its promises. She wanted to take control of her pension, and she asked me what her options were. So together we explored her choices. One thing many people don't know is that in most cases, there's a lump sum amount tied to their pension. This means that instead of receiving monthly payments, some people can choose to take the lump sum and move it somewhere else. This way, they can create their own reliable monthly income stream, independent of their employer. It's important to know that this option isn't available for everyone. Pension rules vary widely depending on the company and the specific plan. So if you're unsure about your pension options, reach out to us. Schedule a meeting with a retirement of your dreams expert, and we'll help you review your pension to see if this option is available to you. We'll explore possible scenarios and guide you on the best course of action, whether that means taking control of your pension with a lump sum or actively steady income streams and options that we can take advantage of within your pension. Okay, key point number 3. Let's talk about getting into the 0% tax bracket, ensuring your money lasts. Now, let's dive deeper into the idea of controlling your financial future. especially when it comes to taking taxes and how those taxes apply to each of your investments and making sure that your money lasts. I want to share a story to put things into perspective. Imagine you're on an airplane, and as you settle in, the pilot comes over the loudspeaker. He says, "There's some heavy turbulence along the way. We're likely to face a bumpy ride, so please stay in your seats and buckle up. But don't worry, I have a lot of experience and we should be okay." Now, that word should might make you a little nervous, right? So you ask the pilot, "How sure are you that we'll make it through this safely?" The pilot responds honestly, "Well, there's about a 40% chance that we'll land without any issues." If you heard that, would you stay on the airplane? No, of course not, right? You'd be unbuckling your seatbelt, grabbing your things, and getting off that plane as fast as possible, not caring about losing out on the money that you spent for the ticket. After all, no one wants to fly with a 60% chance of danger. So why do I tell this story? Because for most people, retirement planning can feel like a risky plane ride. When we look at a typical retirement setup, do you know the odds of your money lasting as long as you need it to? Many people unknowingly have a 40 or 60% chance of running out of money by age 80 or 85. If you knew your odds of running out of money or outliving your funds, wouldn't you want to improve those odds? Imagine if we could boost that percentage to 95% chance that your money will last as long as you do, maybe even to age 100. Wouldn't that feel a lot more secure than an uncertain chance of running out of money? When you meet with a retirement of your dreams expert, our goal is to examine your entire financial picture. We'll work with you to get as close to the 100% chance of never running out of money, no matter how long you live. This way, you can feel confident that no matter how long you do live, your savings will be there to support you. It's about building a solid plan that gives you peace of mind and has the highest likelihood of secure and comfortable retirement as long as you need it. As I mentioned earlier, it is essential to consider your tax bracket now and in the future. One of the key elements in making sure you don't run out of money during retirement is planning for potential tax increases. If taxes go up, how will we manage that? How do we ensure that no matter how long you live, you'll never run out of money, even if taxes double in the future? This is a crucial conversation, and I look forward to discussing it with you one-on-one. Let's dive into these details together to secure your financial future. Let's recap today's video. In strategic retirement planning, taking control with the right money plan, part 2 of our 3-part series in creating a money plan for the retirement of your dreams, we covered 1, understanding what we can and can't control, taking charge of the elements we can influence and preparing for those we can't. 2, reviewing your Social Security and pension options, examining what we can control with your Social Security and pensions and how the decisions will impact your future. 3, achieving the 0% tax bracket, strategies to minimize taxes throughout your retirement. If you missed part 1, click below and get caught up. One of the most vital steps in retirement planning is addressing what we can control and preparing for what we can't. Social Security and pensions options fall into this category. It's important to explore these options, understanding how they'll work for you, and consider the best way to utilize them for your future. Another critical area we discussed was getting as close as possible to the 0% tax bracket. How do we position you to pay as little taxes as possible for the rest of your life? Take the first steps towards securing a retirement of your dreams by clicking on the link below and setting up a time to meet with one of your retirement of your dreams experts. Stay tuned for part 3 next week, where we'll cover and continue to build on money plan and explore the complete money plan for a secure income stability, healthcare coverage, and inflation protection retirement. In the meantime, watch my free video to discover my 9-step retirement of your dreams blueprint by clicking below. Thank you for trusting Retirement of Your Dreams to be your partner on this important journey. I'd love to know what was your biggest takeaway from today's video. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Jason Bergquist, and we're dedicated to empowering you to live the retirement of your dreams.